In a wild twist that's got Cleveland buzzing, Browns fans can't stop talking about a jaw-dropping revelation shaking up the entire franchise. Jimmy Haslam, the man at the top, the owner of the Cleveland Browns, has finally made a bold call that could rewrite this team's story for years to come. Sources deep inside the Browns camp say Haslam isn't backing down from his stance. He's locked in. Shedeur Sanders, the young, electric, and insanely skilled quarterback, is officially being viewed as the future of the Cleveland Browns. This bombshell comes after Sanders' explosive performances that left no doubt about his talent. He's been dropping dimes, showing confidence, and proving exactly why he's built for the big stage. Even with all the back and forth about who should lead the team, Haslam's mind is made up, and insiders say he's never been more sure of himself. Shedeur Sanders isn't just another quarterback in the lineup. He's being hailed as the savior Cleveland's been begging for. This move isn't just big, it's historic. But it doesn't stop there. Things are getting even crazier in Cleveland. This latest move marks a total shift in the Browns' game plan. After Shedeur's recent headline-making performances, the entire organization is flipping the script. The Browns are officially done searching for another quarterback to take charge. They're turning their attention toward locking in powerhouse players for other key positions. Jimmy Haslam is convinced that Shedeur has done more than enough to secure that quarterback spot for the long haul. With that settled, the team can finally focus on filling in the missing pieces around him to build a true contender. Shedeur Sanders has quickly turned into one of the most electrifying young quarterbacks in the league. His athleticism, cannon-like arm, and high football IQ have already put him in a different league from most players his age. But it's not just his physical gifts that make him stand out. It's the way he stays calm and collected under pressure. Every time the game's on the line, Shedeur shows poise beyond his years, leading the Browns through clutch situations like a seasoned vet. Not long ago, people were questioning if he was really ready to handle the weight of a franchise like Cleveland. And now, those doubts have vanished. After years of quarterback chaos, the Browns might have finally found their guy. Watching Shedeur play, it's clear. He's not just another rookie trying to survive out there. He's a playmaker built for the spotlight. In recent games, he's been lighting it up, throwing multiple touchdowns, dissecting defenses like a pro, and delivering when it matters most. This kid is turning the Browns' future into something special. He's been showing the kind of leadership and maturity most rookies can only dream about. With every single game, you can see the growth. Shedeur's evolving fast, not just as a quarterback, but as the true leader this team has been missing. One of the biggest game changers behind the scenes is the shift in management strategy, led by GM Andrew Berry, with full backing from Jimmy Haslam. Berry's not holding back anymore. He's shaking up the roster in ways fans haven't seen in years. For too long, the Browns struggled with inconsistency, players underperforming, losing focus, or just not buying into the bigger vision. But now that Shedeur Sanders has taken command, the whole energy inside that locker room feels different. Andrew Berry has drawn a line in the sand. He's been clearing out players who were seen as obstacles to Shedeur's success, those who weren't giving full effort or showing the dedication needed to push this team to the next level. It's a new standard in Cleveland. In this league, you either step up or step out, and the Browns are proving they're done wasting time on anything less than 100% commitment. Berry's latest roster shakeups are sending a loud and clear message through the entire organization. If you're not ready to give it everything for Shedeur Sanders, then you're not part of the Browns' future. This bold stance from the front office has sparked serious waves inside the team facility. The Browns are now laser focused on building the perfect roster around Shedeur, stacking the lineup with players who match his hunger, drive, and vision. And just when fans thought things couldn't get more intense, the Browns are reportedly working behind the scenes on something even bigger. Whispers around the league suggest that Jimmy Haslam and Andrew Berry are preparing to make another huge splash to secure Cleveland's future under Shedeur Sanders' leadership. Sources close to the organization say the Browns are exploring high-profile signings and potential trades aimed at giving Shedeur every weapon he needs to dominate. Wide receivers, offensive line upgrades, and maybe even a star running back. Nothing's off the table right now. The Browns want to build a powerhouse around their young QB, and they're not afraid to spend big to make it happen. Inside team circles, the energy is electric. Players and staff are rallying around Shedeur like never before, feeding off his confidence and swagger. Coaches have reportedly tailored the entire playbook to match his explosive style, fast-paced, fearless, and unpredictable. Cleveland hasn't seen this kind of fire in years, and it's got the whole city talking. But with all this excitement, the pressure's mounting too. Every move the Browns make now is being watched closely, both by fans and critics. Some are calling this the Shedeur era, while others warn that putting everything on one young quarterback could backfire. Still, those inside the building believe this is the moment to go all in. Cleveland's tired of being the underdog. It's time for a new story. With Shedeur Sanders leading the charge and management backing him to the fullest, the Browns are gearing up for something unforgettable. But the buzz doesn't stop there. Cleveland is boiling with rumors about what's coming next. Word on the street is that Shedeur Sanders isn't just transforming the team's playbook, he's changing the entire culture of the Browns from the inside out. Players are reportedly stepping up their game just to keep up with his work ethic. Teammates say Shedeur's the first one in the building and the last one to leave, setting a tone that's impossible to ignore. He's got that fire, one insider said, and it's contagious. Coaches are noticing the shift too. Meetings are sharper, practices are faster, and the energy feels brand new. Even veterans who've been through years of ups and downs in Cleveland are calling this the most focused and united the locker room has felt in a long time. Shedeur's confidence is rubbing off on everyone around him, and it's creating a whole new attitude within the organization. But let's be real, this kind of momentum doesn't come without drama. Some longtime players aren't used to this level of intensity, and whispers suggest a few egos might be clashing behind the scenes. Still, Andrew Berry and Jimmy Haslam have made it crystal clear. This team moves at Shedeur's pace now. If you can't match that energy, you're out. What's wild is how fast this transformation is happening. Just months ago, the Browns were seen as a team searching for direction. Now, they've got a young star leading with swagger, a front office ready to back him, and a fan base that's believing again. Something big is brewing in Cleveland, and it's all centered around Shedeur Sanders. Cleveland is officially on the edge of something huge, and everyone can feel it. The Shedeur Sanders era isn't just hype anymore, it's turning into reality right before our eyes. Every game, every throw, every decision he makes feels like another piece of history being written for the Browns. Sources say Shedeur's confidence is through the roof right now, and it's not arrogance, it's pure belief in what he can do. His chemistry with teammates is growing fast, and his leadership is starting to command total respect across the locker room. He talks, they listen, one source shared. It's that simple. That kind of presence is rare, especially for someone this early in their career. Fans are already calling him the spark that finally woke up Cleveland's football spirit. The energy in the stadium feels different, louder, hungrier, and full of hope. Every time Shedeur steps onto the field, the crowd goes crazy, believing this could finally be the season that changes everything. Behind the scenes, Jimmy Haslam and Andrew Berry are keeping their foot on the gas, pushing to add even more firepower around their young superstar. The Browns are no longer thinking short-term. They're building a dynasty around Shedeur's potential. Every decision, from draft strategy to free agent talks, now revolves around making sure he succeeds. For a franchise that's been through so many rebuilds and heartbreaks, this moment feels like redemption. The city's pulse beats in rhythm with Shedeur Sanders now, bold, confident, and ready to shock the league. Cleveland isn't just dreaming anymore, they're believing. And with Shedeur leading the way, the future looks unstoppable. The Browns are now focused on building a team full of players who are all in, ready to buy into the vision and fight for the franchise's long-term success. And right at the center of it all is Shedeur Sanders, whose rise has been nothing short of incredible. One of the most jaw-dropping things about his journey is how he's handled pressure that would have crushed most young quarterbacks. The weight of Cleveland's struggles over the past few seasons could have easily broken him, but not Shedeur. Instead, he stood tall, calm, and unshaken in some of the toughest moments imaginable. His performance against the Tennessee Titans proved exactly why so many believe he's built different. With everything on the line, Shedeur showed poise way beyond his years, reading defenses like a veteran, keeping the tempo steady, and making sharp decisions when it mattered most. As the final minutes ticked away, the pressure skyrocketed. But Shedeur never flinched. He delivered clutch plays one after another, keeping his teammates locked in and pushing them toward victory. That win over the Titans wasn't just about stats. It was about leadership, resilience, and belief. Shedeur didn't just play the game, he owned it. And what's even more impressive, his growth goes far beyond the field. Shedeur has earned the respect and trust of the entire Cleveland fan base. Browns fans, known for their loyalty through thick and thin, are finally seeing a reason to believe again. His attitude, his fight, and his confidence have reignited something powerful in this city. For years, rising ticket prices and disappointing seasons had drained the excitement from the dog pound. But now, fans are coming back louder than ever. The stands are filling up, the energy is explosive, and it's all because Shedeur Sanders has given Cleveland a reason to hope again. Everything changed the moment Shedeur Sanders stepped onto that field. Fans instantly rallied behind him, buzzing with excitement to see what this young star could bring to Cleveland. His energy, his confidence, his command. It was like watching a spark ignite the entire city. But when Shedeur was briefly sidelined, the shift was undeniable. Ticket prices dropped fast, and the atmosphere inside the stadium just wasn't the same. That dip proved one thing loud and clear. The fans aren't just watching Shedeur, they're invested in him. They want him on that field, leading their team every single Sunday. This powerful swing in fan energy has become one of the most talked about parts of the Shedeur Sanders era, and Jimmy Haslam knows it. He's not just backing Shedeur as the Browns' franchise quarterback. He's betting big on him as the face of a brand new era in Cleveland. Haslam sees what everyone else sees. Shedeur's presence stretches far beyond football. He's not only a game changer between the lines, he's become a cultural icon. Shedeur Sanders represents something bigger, a new identity for the Browns and for the city itself. His brand is magnetic, his confidence contagious, and his influence undeniable. From social media buzz to nationwide recognition, Shedeur's name carries serious weight. Jimmy Haslam understands that Shedeur's star power can take the Browns' profile to another level, both on and off the field. Whether it's endorsements, community appearances, or media coverage, Shedeur brings a level of attention this team hasn't seen in years. Insiders even say Haslam believes Shedeur's marketability might be just as valuable as his talent on the gridiron. Cleveland finally has more than just a quarterback. They've got a symbol of hope, swagger, and pride. Shedeur Sanders isn't only playing for wins, he's redefining what it means to wear that Browns jersey. Shedeur Sanders is the future of the Cleveland Browns, and Jimmy Haslam is doing everything in his power to make sure this young star has every tool he needs to succeed, not just as a quarterback, but as a true leader in the community and the face of a new Browns era. The franchise has always had one of the most loyal fan bases in football. But now, with Shedeur leading the charge, that energy has exploded to a whole new level. The city's alive again, and it's all centered around him. Shedeur isn't just another talented player. He's the kind of game changer Cleveland's been dreaming about for decades. He's got the arm, the poise, and the swagger to shift the entire direction of the franchise. With Haslam's full support, Andrew Berry's fearless decisions, and Shedeur's undeniable talent, the Browns are officially stepping into a brand new chapter filled with belief, momentum, and raw excitement. For the first time in years, there's real hope that the Browns can finally rise to the level fans have been waiting for. The perfect mix of Shedeur's dominance on the field and his influence off it makes him the ultimate leader for this generation of Browns football. As the season unfolds, one thing's become crystal clear. Shedeur Sanders is the centerpiece of this franchise's future. The decision's been made, and it's a move that's sending shockwaves through the organization and the league. Jimmy Haslam has placed his bet, and there's no turning back now. So, what comes next for the Browns? Could this finally be the start of a championship story? No one knows for sure, but one thing's undeniable. With Shedeur Sanders leading the way, Cleveland's future has never looked brighter. The buzz in Cleveland is reaching a fever pitch. Everyone's talking about what's next for Shedeur Sanders and the Browns. The entire city feels like it's on the edge of something historic. From the fans packing the stands to the analysts dissecting every play, all eyes are locked on this new era that's just beginning to unfold. Inside the Browns facility, the mood is completely different from years past. There's confidence now, real belief that this team has finally found its identity. Players are walking taller, the coaching staff is fired up, and even the front office feels a renewed sense of purpose. It's like the whole organization got a jolt of energy, one insider said, and everyone knows exactly where that spark came from. Shedeur Sanders. He's quickly turned into the heartbeat of the franchise. Every throw he makes, every word he speaks, it all carries weight. Teammates trust him, coaches respect him, and fans see him as the hope Cleveland has been waiting for. Even rival teams are starting to take notice. This isn't the same old Browns anymore. Behind closed doors, Jimmy Haslam and Andrew Berry are already thinking long-term. They're focused on building around Shedeur for the next decade, strengthening the roster, investing in new facilities, and creating a winning culture that lasts. This isn't just about one good season. It's about rewriting the story of Cleveland football for generations to come. You can feel it in the air. Cleveland's not chasing dreams anymore. They're making them real. The Shedeur Sanders era is here, and it's changing everything. The Browns are no longer the underdogs. They're a team on the rise, ready to shock the entire league. The message is clear. This is just the beginning. Cleveland's transformation under Shedeur Sanders isn't slowing down, it's just getting started. Everywhere you look, from the locker room to the streets, there's a new energy pulsing through the city. The Browns, once a team clouded by doubt and inconsistency, suddenly look united, confident, and hungry for greatness. Reports coming out of Berea say Shedeur's leadership has taken full hold of the team culture. He's not just talking the talk, he's backing it up every single day. Teammates have been saying he brings a level of accountability the Browns haven't seen in years. When Shedeur walks into the room, everyone locks in, one player said. That kind of presence doesn't just inspire, it transforms. Fans can feel it too. You can see it in the stands, hear it in the chants, and feel it in the city's heartbeat. Cleveland hasn't been this electric in years, and it's all thanks to a young quarterback who refuses to settle for average. His calm under pressure, his fearless style, and his undeniable drive have completely reshaped how people see this team. And it's not just about football anymore. Shedeur's influence is stretching beyond the field. From community events to charity initiatives, he's using his platform to give back and strengthen his connection with the city that's embraced him. Cleveland isn't just cheering for him, they're riding with him. Behind the scenes, Jimmy Haslam and Andrew Berry are doubling down on their commitment, determined to build a lasting legacy around their young star. They know this moment is bigger than one season. It's about cementing a new identity for the Browns. What's happening in Cleveland right now feels special. Something fans will talk about for years to come. The Shedeur Sanders effect is real, it's powerful, and it's rewriting what it means to be a Brown. Shedeur Sanders is already leaving his mark, and the Cleveland Browns are ready to embrace a brand new era led by a franchise quarterback who might just do something legendary. The energy in the city, the excitement in the stands, and the belief inside the locker room all point to one thing. This is the start of something special for Cleveland. As we wrap up this chapter, we want to hear straight from you, the die-hard Browns fans. Do you believe Shedeur Sanders is the quarterback this team has been waiting for all these years? Has Jimmy Haslam finally found the leader who can take this franchise to the next level? Let's hear your take. Drop your thoughts down in the comments and tell us what you think about Haslam's bold decision to make Shedeur the face of the franchise. Are you hyped about what's coming next? Do you believe this young star can lead the Browns to real championship contention? Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update on Shedeur's journey with the Cleveland Browns. We'll keep bringing you the latest behind-the-scenes stories, insider scoops, and everything happening in this exciting new chapter of Browns football. The future looks bright, the energy feels unstoppable, and it's all centered around Shedeur Sanders. So drop your comments below, share this video with other Browns fans, and let's get the conversation going. Are you ready for this new era in Cleveland? Because it's here, and it's only getting started. Thanks for watching, Browns Nation. See you in the next one.